the amount of people who have come forth and said that they will pay money for that, there's no company on the planet who can turn down that level of monthly revenue over something so trivial. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why this is so frustrating. So that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to emphasize how I feel about being an adventurer in the game. You know what I'm saying? I saw a post on the European forums through Kungen's stream, and I've actually never watched a stream before. I've never sat through a stream, but it's like Kungen is Kungen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Kungen, and he was going through all the old Nihilum screenshots and sharing old stories and stuff, and he went through his Burning Crusade experience and stuff, and that was really cool to hear that much from a player that I've respected so much for so many years, and it was really cool. The way, I found this thread from the European forums about how we're not heroes anymore, and I'll post a link to it. I'll try to post a link to everything I've talked about in this video in the description, but I'll post that there for sure, because he really worded it perfectly. He used just random examples with names and stuff, but he really used a good first-person example of what I mean by this. Like, everybody had a thing that made them useful. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the major things that made this game so cool to begin with. Even though I was 12, I still had things that I could bring to the table. And as such, my guild, my raid needed me. They needed Nolly regardless of how much of a little shithead I was. You know what I'm saying? Whereas nowadays, there's no reason to choose the 12-year-old kid who's new over the 20-something-year-old veteran who's playing the same class who can just play it way the fuck better. And that's sad for the 12-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But he also brought up another fantastic point near the end, which was that all of us classic players, all of us vanilla players, we have an innate love for each other because there's something about whatever makes you love that like original version of WoW that makes you just like the people who enjoy it just as much as you. And I think that's why why nearly like every player that I've met so far in these legacy servers, they've not only been fantastic players themselves, but as a person, I get along with them instantly. Like, we just have the same mindset, which is the fucking point, Blizzard. That's the fucking point. When you strip back, I'm sorry, Kungen didn't get into all this, but look, when you strip back the fact that this is a game, right? When you strip back the fact that it's a game at all you're trying to do here, all that a successful RPG needs is the ability to connect and make friends and connections, because that's what lasts. That's what sits in the human brain at a subconscious level, more than getting the gear and the mounts and all that. It's the reaction you and your friends had when you got it. Because look at all these characters I have that I just showed you. They're awesome and I love them to death. But without a friend or two to enjoy them with and play them with, and you know, I love my Ashbringer, you know what I'm saying? But I've never had a person to show it to. I've never had a person on Vent with me. I've never had a person on TeamSpeak or whatever just to show me, just to show it and feel like I accomplished something with them and get that reaction out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been skateboarding for 14 years. You know, I know this firsthand that there's so much enjoyment out of just getting props from people, just doing a thing and having somebody pat you on the back for it. And it makes you feel like $1 million. And that's such an important part of what got people into the early WoW. And I don't know how to get that back without going to vanilla WoW. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is single player now. Yes, I can play with other players if I want to. And if I find a player that I really like, yeah, I can add them to my friends list and I can track them down again if I want to. But I shouldn't have to track them down. We're supposed to be in the same world together. I'm supposed to run into them again. You know what I'm saying? Just running around doing my shit. But there's nothing to run around doing, period, even if I did have the opportunity to run into them doing so. And with the XP off thing, I can't even log into these characters that remind me of that time and like catch a quick random battleground with the other people who are in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody in the open world. There's nobody in PvP. Look, you've literally narrowed me, Travis Black, you've narrowed my playtime on these characters to whacking a fucking target dummy. Just because I want to see the character move and use its spells and abilities. I have nothing motivating me to play beyond your initial bursts of like content. You know what I'm saying? Just to remain consistent though, and just having just be able to say that I've cleared everything else up to this point, and then I'll just turn my subscription right back the fuck off because I have no reason to keep paying a $15 for nothing. I'm not doing anything. The only thing I feel like WoW still has going for it is their art design team, actually. Like, holy shit. For real, like, hats off to a lot of these art design people. Like, I was looking at these Legion screenshots on MMO Champion, and yeah, hold on. Yeah, like, it just looks incredible. Specifically, like, it's what's called the Druid Order Hall. Go look at that. Go look at the Druid Order Hall. Holy shit, like, Jesus Christ. Easily top 5 places I've seen in WoW, if not video games as a whole, period. Like, I mean, it's just heartbreaking that I know that there's not going to be, like, I'm not going to be able to use it for anything. I'm not going to have any motivating factor to put myself in that environment. And I feel like that's sad. But I mean, all that aside, look at how much just talking about Vanilla WoW has brought back the old community. Everybody's excited. People that I was really, I mean, it's gotten me to watch streams, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was a little too old to be like watching streams and all that, but I'm watching Kungan, you know what I'm saying? I sat through 10 hours. I mean, admittedly it's pre-recorded, but I watched it all. I watched the whole stream of it, you know what I'm saying? It was really cool and I enjoyed myself. And it's that kind of stuff that, I mean, that stuff doesn't happen without Vanilla WoW existing. Okay? So with that said, and with this many people backing it, when you have 250,000, we're approaching 250,000 signatures in 3 weeks, okay? When you have 250,000 people, including the head of the team that originally built WoW, period, backing this, how are you ignoring it? How are you disregarding us? Like, how, I don't understand. I feel disregarded and as such disrespected as a customer. Like, as somebody who's been paying and contributing to pay the bills of these people for a decade plus, I feel like I should have some jurisdiction over what I'm paying for and what I'm playing. So I did the next best thing I can do to a company that's money hungry, and I spoke with my wallet. And I'll post the picture right now. And this was the night before last, and you'll see the GM knows. Look at what the GM says. Look at what the GM says right there. He says, I want you to picture coming back and playing with your friends and stuff. He knows. The GM, the GM I got was like, go enjoy your private server, man. Go enjoy Chronos. Like, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? See, Blizzard, your own GMs are supporting the players. Like, something is fucked up here. Okay? When your own game masters are supporting us in leaving and going to versions of the game that are supported by just players alone, something's fucked up, B. Something's fucked up. And yeah, like I said, we're approaching 250,000 signatures, and it's only been 2 weeks, and we're already at over the 200K mark. And the 200K mark was a big milestone, because apparently that's when Mark Kern, which is the head of the first original Vanilla WoW team, he's about to print out and personally hand the signatures to Mike Morheim, the CEO of Blizzard, on Friday. Well, I guess today, Friday is when I'm uploading this. And we'll see what happens. But if Blizzard follows the same pattern that they've been, they're just going to disregard him. And they're going to that's what they do. They disregard all outside input whatsoever. Because, like, unless it falls in line with what they already have planned, they just don't budge over any outside opinion that look, that can't happen when that outside opinion is what you're getting money from to stay afloat. You feel me? When our support is what's keeping your head above water, you need to at least acknowledge us. Just give us a straight answer as to why legacy servers aren't a possibility without it being some, like, pretentious, condescending shit like you think you want that but you don't. But, like, bitch, I've been playing this version of WoW since this version of WoW existed. Like, what more do I have to do? What more has to happen to show to you that this is something we as your player base want? And you can capitalize on it. We're trying to feed the fucking money to you, and you don't even want it. So what are you doing at this point besides just trying to be not wrong? What kind of shit is that? Like, for real. Like, what kind of shit? You're just trying to be not wrong to you in the public. It's so incredibly frustrating. And I guess that's all I have to say on it. I feel like I have a lot more, but that's what I have to say on that. So, I don't know. With all that said, if you'd like to find me now, I'm leveling an Undead Warlock over on Chronos, and I'm having a blast. Like, come say what's up. It's Elysian over there with a Z, and I'm always giving out greens and bandages and potions and stuff, anything to help people level. So, just hit me up and I'll hook you up with, whatever I can. I still have my mage over on Phoenix Warsong, but, like I said, they kind of killed their population. People just got fed up with all, like, the different name changes and server changes and all that, so it's sort of a ghost town now. But yeah, if it ever picks up steam again, I'm good to go over on Phoenix. But yeah, until then, Chronos is where you can find me, unless they launch Nostalrius again. I had like a level 47, 48 Warlock I was leveling over there. And yeah. I have a lot of footage of stuff from the last like 2 years or so that I want to upload. It's not too much, but it's definitely a few videos, like worth, like, like when UB hit 60 and Mount drops, and I got some cool PvP stuff, lots of miscellaneous stuff too. So yeah, now that I got this out of the way, I can get all that uploaded, and we'll see where we go from there. And yeah, it's cool. It's good to be back uploading on this channel, and I really hope something comes of this legacy server situation, because we would be very pleased by it. And even the people that I don't see how there's no counter argument here. Just make it. Like, what? And if you don't make it, please stop coming after the people that are, because we have nowhere else to go. So it's just gonna make all the people who you're shutting down gradually build and just shit on this company. And it sucks, because when you have somebody like me who's loved this company for this long and now feels the way that I currently do, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, and I'm a very tolerant guy. I'm not like this. So to see, I can't imagine how most of your player base feels right now, who are in my boat. All right, I'm over talking myself here. I'm just repeating myself with different words. So, all right, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.